Hula hooping, if you really get into it, it will change your life, like completely.
It's such a simple thing. I mean, it's a round plastic circle, and it just does so much for me.
Combo! Yeah, man.
I've learned to dance, I've learned to have proper balance and like coordination, rhythm and all that stuff it brings me, and just like happiness basically. My name's Lisa Marshall and my hula hoop name is Lisa Ellipse. I see myself as a hula hoop performer mainly, also a teacher and also a hula hoop events organiser. I try to dedicate my time to either spinning out on Tuesdays, which is like a meeting for spinners and hula hoopers. And then I run School Hoop on Thursdays, which is a meeting for hula hoopers, and I use that as my practice time. And then in between whenever I can, so like me and Alice have got our gig coming up and we'll go and practice like as much as possible. This particular performance coming up is for Spinning Act's Christmas Party, and it's a collaboration for the first time between me and my best friend Alice Rose.
It's a shame we don't have a speaker. What? It's a shame we don't have a speaker. Is that right? I just got a cat to talk to the whole time. I want to. It's really nice because stylistically to watch, we have a very, very, very different contrasting way that we both move. But we share like a lot of what we're doing. Like we share a lot of our techniques, and like if I find something I want to show Lisa, she's
we
the same.
bounce off of each other.
Like bounce off each other very well. So we have a really nice like creative relationship, but also like a very, very strong friendship.
We met at Spinning At, and then just became friends. Friends. And then I asked her to come and teach at my hoop convention, School of Hoop.
And didn't turn up.
She didn't turn up, but she was ill.
Yeah, wasn't very well.
She came to perform, and at that point we were like friends, not really, really close, but we were friends. And then recently we just became kind of like best friends, sisters, like everything. Really.
She's like my family.
Yeah.
It's strange, like a lot of people still haven't heard of it, still don't know why you have a hula hoop. A lot of people ask like, what's that? Like, why do you have that? And kind of explain to them. Guys can use it as a way to try and chat to us. It's like a way to break the ice, basically.
It's very varied. Like there are some people, like a lot of kids obviously get really excited. Like everyone loves to like hula hoop. Like it's a very commonly known kids toy. But I think that a lot of people, they don't really realise. They think it's just on the waist and like that's it.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's kind of fun when they're like, oh, can we see? And you're like, all right. And then you do like some really cool stuff. And they're like, whoa, man, that's crazy. So yeah, like it's a very varied reaction.
You will get people as well, like kind of demanding you to do it.
Yeah.
And you kind of don't
like,
want
perform.
it. Yeah, like do it for me now. Oh, I'm tired and I'm travelling. I don't want to do it right
I
now.
don't mind.
Or when like people ask you on a really packed train, like show me now some tricks. It's like, well, there's no space for tricks here, so we can't.
There's a whole worldwide hoop community, and just with one thing in common, you just like make so many friends. Like if I see a hula hoop girl on the street, I'm gonna be like, "Hi, you're a hula hoop girl." Like, oh wow, what's your name? And it's, it breaks down barriers basically.
Hashtag.
This is our studio.
This is our studio. Oh, I'm going.
I suppose I rehearse by warming myself up, getting into the music. I always have to start with slow music. It depends actually what I'm rehearsing for. All of my performances are just mainly themes with my freestyle and a structure of tricks that I really do want to show. In between is just me, like my interpretation. Like I quite like going on stage and being like, I don't know what's going to happen. I just know that I want to show this and this and that, and I'll try to just do however my mood takes me. And it does turn out well most of the time, I think. There's not a recipe for a great hooper. The hula hoopers I admire the most, and my favourite hula hoopers, would be just the ones who are original and express themselves. Either being like innovative with tricks or dance or combining both together, and I suppose the ones which combine dance and hooping would be my favourites, and they make a really great hooper for me. The ones which like work with levels, being like up high tricks to medium to low to going down the floor to going up to jumping, like I suppose that's what makes a great hooper, and just being like a nice person.
I started hooping 2 years in February, and there's a website called hooping.org, and it's like the place to go for anything you want to know about hooping, whether it's the fashion, the conventions, like it's a big thing. There's tens of thousands of us. And they have like these hoopy awards, and there's a lot of different categories, you know, best female hooper, best male hooper, and whatever. You get nominated by anyone in the community. There's like a judging panel, and they decide who they're going to put through from the nominations to be voted for by the whole community worldwide. And then there's a winner. And I won one, like, for New Hooper of the Year. We are killing the block again. Got the things unlocked again. Double 10 shots and again. And that was probably the best moment of my life, like, to find out. Like, it was really, really magical. Got the things unlocked again. Double 10 shots and again.
What I get out of hula hooping is, first of all, happiness, peace of mind, and then it's like the fitness side. You know, you can just keep practicing, keep playing for hours and hours, and you've got your workout and you don't even really notice.
See me yaki that rum and the marijuana. Step in on me, they can swim with the piranha. Anytime they drop me, go put on the yeah, we create the whole thing. We are killing the block again. Got the things unlocked again. Double 10 shots and again. The pan old pants on them again. Man, I dash them, I like them again. To cover that iPad again. Man, I'm ready for the war. If it comes on top, I'm gonna have to. All my dreams come back to me, back to me, back to. All my wrinkles build on me, build on me, build on. Over to the sky is low. I'm just trying to be honest. I don't want to hurt you too.
Performing at Swoop is amazing. It's a big party, and it's like the juggling community in the UK. It's huge. It's really amazing, really exciting. It's like the highlight of the year. It's really cool. Like, yeah. I'm very excited. It's gonna get quite messy as well, which is always good fun. On a practical level, I love hula hooping. I hate hula hoops. Like, as someone that teaches and performs, and you have to take, I don't drive, and you have to take all this crap, like, on the tube. I've taught workshops to, like, a bunch of, like, almost 100 children. And, like, on the tube in Hackney, taking, like, a lot of hoops. Like, it was insane. I hate hula hoops, like, I have to say. Making them, absolute nightmare, takes ages.
Taping them's horrible.
Taping them's horrible. You get paper cut, like, it's very stressful. Like, I have a lot of things about hooping that, like, I love it, but, like, there's a lot of things. In terms of being a performer, it can be, the money side of things can be very hard, like, because you want to make a living from your art so that you can devote as much time and love and energy into it as you want. However, unfortunately, in the entertainment industry in general, people don't want to pay you for your skills. Like, people like me and Lisa, we've spent a lot of like flight time, so we've put a lot of hours into this, and a lot of money. I've only been hooping for like 2 years. I've spent at least a few £1,000s going to conventions and learning from other people. Yeah, it's crazy, right? But
And
so
hoops,
worth it.
new hoops
New
and
hoops,
outfits, and it costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
Cool, you're all lovely. It's good to see you. So we've got a workshop tonight, Mike. Here he is. Doing a staff workshop. Explain.
I'm doing fish tails.
There's lots of good festivals coming up.
27th of March to 2nd of April, I'm after a lift. Come with me after a lift. That's the only reason we know what it is. Bungee balls up, sometime in May, 11 days long. Don't go there if you want to juggle. Go there if you want to sit around in a sauna in a hot tub and play croquet in a field full of butterflies. There's also swoop. I need a lift for that one. There is...
Get a moped.
Juggling convention. I also need a lift to that one.
Also, there's every Thursday there's Hula Hoop. So if you're looking for a juggling thing like this, but with lower ceilings on Thursday. Yeah, lots
And
of
there's
hooping.
Crawley. I think I need a lift for that as well.
It's not a cheap hobby if you really get into it.
I suppose
so.
what it is it's not a cheap hobby, but then at the same time, like, when it comes to the creative industries, there's a lot of people who are like, well, you love it, like you should just do
You
it
should
for fun.
For free. Yeah.
But that doesn't help us to like carry on with it. It's not sustainable, basically. So you have to be really like, you have to be prepared to just be really firm with people and like business minded as well. You can't get carried away. You can't just be like, oh, I love it anyway, so I'll just do it for free, and then like you're just undercutting other people. And
Yeah.
you have to like, if you're gonna be a performer, you've got to be in it for that.
On the flip side of that, beautiful people, very loving community. Like, it's really, like, I've made the best friends that I've had in my whole life through hooping. But the one thing that I will say, hula hooping, if you really get into it, it will change your life, like, completely.
Yeah.
I've it's been a very two-sided coin for me, because I've made better friends than before. I felt better about my body, better about myself. Like, I'm not a dancer. I would never speak to people. Like, I had a lot of problems with just partying all the time. Like, my life has changed completely. However, the other side of that is all my friends from before, barely speak to any of them anymore. It totally ruined my relationship with my boyfriend, because I changed completely as a person. Like, you have to be prepared. And I know a lot of people that, like, they've been in very happy, like, relationships, and because they've started hooping and they've become so much more confident, started going to all these new places and, like, all this stuff, it just, like, takes, yeah, it really is. It sounds crazy to talk about, doesn't it?
Hula thing is a bit crazy.
It's mad though.
So this particular performance coming up is for Spinning Act's Christmas party, and we have this idea for this kind of light and dark theme and playing with the contrast between us both, and I've made this particular music for our performance. So it's light and dark, it switches between the music, and it's just really cool. Like, it's just a really good new idea.
Like, yeah, performing at Swoop is amazing. It's the audience as well. It's all, like, some of the best hoopers in the world. Like, you look out and it's quite daunting. These are people you've been watching their tutorials, you've been in their workshops, like, you're learning from them, and they're in the audience. So it's a really different vibe, because if you're performing to people that don't hoop, anything you do, they're like, whoa!
Yeah.
But you have to impress these guys. Like, yeah.
They're gonna notice, like,
They're good. They know everything.
something
like,
with your hands that someone wouldn't else notice. So it pushes you to be better.
There you go. And then we have to bow.
I don't like bowing.
Got a bow.
I'm going to take your hand and we're going to bow.
Fuck's sake. I've had a lot on this.
Yeah, I know, but just having fun. Okay? Yeah? Shall we go and practice in the other room? Can we do that? Yeah. Alright, cool.
She's very famous.
Yeah. She's an amazing hooper.
So good. She's the breaking monster ninja. You are a ninja.
Yeah.
Shorten out.
Thank you.
It's not the best work.
I love glitter. I fucking love glitter. Look at all that. It's all as much as you can get on. So the concept of this is we're kind of like the forces of good and evil. So I'm obviously dark and she's light, and we're just like having it out. Just having it out of each other, dancing away, hooping away. And it's kind of like we're together at the beginning, and then the sort of the breaks and pauses in the movement show like this sort of switching of power and switching of energy between the two of us, and then we come back together at the end, and it's all very drama. So it's nice. Okay, I think that will have to do, won't it?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the annual Spinning Out Christmas Party!
bubble crack again. Got the things on lock again. Last time I like them again. Cover that eye again. I'm ready for the walk. The comes on top.
A lot of people find that if you're not like crazy about it, you will find it hard to make progress. You do have to stick at it every single day. If someone's been doing it for so long, or even not so long, like Alice hasn't done it that long, but she's like obsessed and crazy about it. And if you get that spark, you can learn really quick. But then someone else will look and be like, I really want to be like that. Can you teach me? There's only so much that you can teach. You can show people stuff, but if they don't have it in them to like put in all the time, you just stay at a level like, do you know what I mean? I think my biggest gig was Hula Festival. That's something like I've wanted to do since the start because I got into hula hooping as well. Like the first place where I was practicing was psytrance parties and festivals. So it was like Boom is like the mecca of that. It's just to get to perform on the main stage and like we were like 10,000 people. And I'm just on stage doing my thing and like on one performance I just chucked my hoop into the crowd like it was a rock star. People who really are just in it for festival hooping. So when they go to festivals, they want to hoop. But during the winter, they're not really interested. So they're always staying at this kind of level of just some basic stuff. They don't get into it. So I suppose the biggest thing is dedication. Like you have to be crazy about it and dedicated because it is a bit crazy thing.
It's really weird. You do look at yourself sometimes. You're like, I've been playing with this circle for like 8 hours. Like,
I've been hooping for nearly 5 years now, and it's just, I don't think it's ever going to stop.